Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Derek Austin and welcome back to my channel. You know, I love to talk about points and miles, points programs, miles programs, credit cards, credit card rewards programs, travel, any kind of things like that is what I love to talk about on this channel. And today I want to talk about what I think is like a top 5 credit card. Certainly a top 10, but I think it's a top 5 credit card. It's Capital One products. It's not new. It is the SavorOne credit card. Okay, I know they just came out with the VentureX, and that is taking up all the headlines. It's a great card, fantastic card. I think it might be actually the best credit card on the market, in my opinion. Okay, but the SavorOne card is a fantastic card because there's no annual fee on the card, no foreign transaction fees, so you can use it anywhere. It covers a lot of ground, some great categories all on one card, and they're all 3%. 3% back on dining, entertainment, popular streaming services, and a big one, grocery stores. Really, those are great categories. The only one that it's really missing is gasoline, so or gas stations, right? Really a lot of so 3% back on all those. That 3% could be 3x Capital One miles, and I'll show you in a little bit. Okay, great part about this card, it does have a sign up bonus. It's actually really good, especially for the spend. $200 or 20,000 Capital One miles for $500 spent in 3 months. Anyone's budget can do that. Okay, it's only like $130 or something like that, right? Such a small amount of money to, let me see how much that, 1, 2, 3, actually like $160 something, $160 something a month you have to spend on this card, which is a MasterCard, so you can use it almost anywhere. It's, you know, really easy. You can also get 0% financing for 15 months. That's really good. For EPR or balance transfers, if you do balance transfer, it's 3% fee upfront, 0 annual fee, no foreign transaction fees. Really awesome card. So if you pair this card, and that's really standalone cashback card, that's a really good cashback card. I'd say top 15 card in the market right now just on that. Okay, if you pair the SavorOne card now with a venture product, and I'm talking about the VentureOne, the Venture, or the new VentureX, you could now transfer the cash back to Capital One miles. So every penny would be 1 Capital One mile. It goes 1 to 1. Okay, so 3% cash back per dollar is basically becomes 3x Capital One miles. Awesome. So instead of 3% cash back, if you go by the points guys evaluation is 1.85 cents per point. That ups every penny up, 85%, right? So let's just say instead of 3% cash back, if you're a transfer miles person and you know what you're doing a little bit, and you get that 1.85 cents per point, you're looking at 5.55% cash back equivalent if you're just going to use the Capital One miles on transfer partners. Okay, you got to know a little bit what you're doing on that. Definitely granted, but there's a lot of really good programs with a lot of sweet spots in it. So if using this card, you're effectively getting 5.5% value back per dollar on those great categories. So just think about that. It's a really great card, and if it's just 3% cash back, that's good. That's a good card. When you pair it with a venture card as a complement card, it becomes a really, I think, a top 5 card on the market. So really, if you're going to be getting into like an easy ecosystem to get into, the Capital One miles, Capital One is a great ecosystem to get into. You can literally have a perfect ecosystem with 2 or 3 cards. I've recently done a couple of videos on the VentureX pairing it with the SavorOne and the and the VentureOne being paired up with the SavorOne and the Quicksilver as a trifecta. Both are really good ways to get a lot of transferable miles, and the SavorOne is a key part on any of these venture Capital One miles ecosystems. So, and Capital One, I think, is really pretty easy to get into. I don't think you have to have great credit to get into, especially the SavorOne card. Definitely don't have to have great credit, I don't think. Maybe the Venture X you do. You have to have good credit to get the Venture card, I think, and the VentureOne probably okay credit, fair credit to good credit to get the VentureOne. Really easy ecosystem to get into. SavorOne on any way, way you shake it or want to put your little ecosystem together with what venture card you want to use. The SavorOne can be really, really advantageous on getting a lot of value out of Capital One in their Capital One miles program. Okay, the benefits, I don't think you're going to really want to use the benefits when this card is definitely used as a complement, as an earner, and then the venture products are going to be the ones that maybe use for like renting a car or using rental car insurance or other kind of protections. The Venture X has tons of great protections where you can use that as a travel, whenever you need like protections for booking travel or making a major purchase. That is a great card to do it, and this would be the one for those everyday purchase on dining and grocery stores, streaming services, and entertainment. Those are perfect categories to have not great insurances. So this is definitely a card that I think you definitely want to have if you're thinking about the venture program and you want to get into the Capital One miles. It's a fantastic card, and again, I think just the value of this card at a no annual fee, no foreign transaction fee, I really think is amazing. If you just look at the Chase, if you just compare it to Chase's program, okay, you get you go and you get a Sapphire product, Sapphire Reserve or the Sapphire Preferred. When you go out and travel, what cards can you use that don't have any foreign transaction fees? The Sapphire cards. Okay, that's it. The other cards, all the personal products that you can compare it with, like the Freedom Flex, and the Freedom Unlimited, those cards, those have foreign transaction fees. So you can't go and use them effectively outside of the country, right? SavorOne pairing with a Venture, none of them have foreign transaction fees, including the Savor, the complement card. So this can be used anywhere. It could be used if you're just staying at home. It could be if you're on a short trip to Europe or wherever you're going, to Asia or whatever, or if you're on a long trip. I would love, see, at one point I did travel around the world just 3 years ago, through Asia, Africa, and the Middle East, traveling through long-term travel. I traveled for 9 months, and this I used the VentureOne at the time, and the Venture. Actually, I used the Venture. I upgraded to the Venture. I used the Venture quite a bit, and I wish I had the SavorOne. That would have been an awesome card to use as well. But I would love, if I was to travel again, I would love to have the Venture X, the SavorOne, and those would be 2 driving cards while I'm on the road. Those would be amazing. But they could also be really, really effective just being at home. And then piling up all these transferable points for your vacation or your big, going ahead and do some kind of travel. Pile up those points and then use them then. Either way, it's a card. It's so versatile, the program. And like I said, I don't think there's any real other programs where the complement card or cards can be used effectively outside of the United States with no foreign transaction fees. So really amazing card, the SavorOne. If you compare it to the Savor card, I just want to say, I just don't think that the 4% cash back on dining, entertainment, and popular streaming services are enough to move the needle. It still only has a 3% cash back on groceries. If they made that 4%, then you got a little bit more compelling argument, because there is a $95 annual fee on that card. So SavorOne card, I think, is really just a really great card. close to perfect card as a compliment, especially if you're using it with the Venture card. Got good cash back value, got really great transferable miles value there. You can really upgrade the value of the points. I think it's a great card to get, and you know, go out and get that SavorOne. I'm gonna have a link down below on the SavorOne. I do have the card, like I said. It will definitely help my channel, myself. You won't really get a better deal than the $200 for $500 spent. It's going to be the same thing, but it will help the channel. So if you can, that'd be great. If you could also just give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Come out with a lot of content lately. I'm definitely going to start trying to grow the channel, and I hope you jump on board. All right, have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, bye.